Thank you for tuning into the Moonfire Lounge where your spirit meets its flame. Today is Sunday, and today is the day of the sun. Yellow or gold is on the board. Confidence and illumination, right? We've been having a fabulous week. Let's see what the energies is going to be for the new week. Hopefully it's just as positive as last week. And yeah. Okay, let's see. However y'all doing, where y'all looking at me at from, like what city, state, country, where you're looking at, how you been feeling about the readings, how you doing, is it making sense what I'm saying to you? Let me know. Comment, like, share, all that good stuff. If you want any readings, I don't usually say it, but I need to start saying it more. You can hit me up at the Moonfire Lounge at gmail.com. The Moonfire Lounge at gmail.com. Okay. Knowledge. It says drawing down the moon. It says knowledge. So knowledge is key. School is important, but there's also real world knowledge. So you can go to school for something, but I also think that you should be volunteering or doing an internship into the job or the activity that you want, because this is something that you want, but the experience is going to count more than the actual schooling. And a lot of times we go to school and then we get out and we can't find the job or the work we want, because then they ask it for the experience, which is so unfair. And a lot of times when you go to college, especially, they don't give it to you until like that last year, last semester or whatever like that. And so sometimes it screws you up. So if there's something specific that you're going to school for, try to find something outside of the school to start getting the knowledge so that you can have that experience on your resume. Okay, and it says how at the moon, process your feelings. Okay, so this is the second time within this week, and Sunday usually starts the new weeks for most, but with this past week where they're saying to look at your feelings, and there's two people here. This is a connection with someone that you want to be intimate with, and maybe it's going too fast. I'm hearing is going, you need to slow up a little bit, and it's okay to say that. But you need to ask yourself, why do you need to slow down? Is there some trust issues? Is there something that's just within you and the person doesn't know? But I would ask that you, once you figure it out, take some time, maybe a day to yourself, but have the conversation with the person. Don't leave the person in the dark. Okay, and then here, dang. I love when spirit just talking. First of all, I know these are the moon, but I also look at a lot of this as protection. But it says moon rising truth. So that's what I was saying. Speak your truth. Don't keep the person in the dark. Let them know how you're feeling, because it might not even be nothing about them and you sending them mixed signals. I feel like there's some confusion. And the thing that I'm not really clear on, there's confusion, but I can't tell if it's from them or it's from you. I kind of feel like something's going on with you. Like the person said something and it triggered something inside of you, which made you take 2 steps back, and now the other person is confused. Like, did I do something wrong? And you are having an internal battle that you need to speak with outwardly. One of the things about being in a relationship is that in order to trust each other, you have to be vulnerable. Nobody can read your mind, and some people can, but in this instance, if you don't tell a person, they actually don't feel like y'all building. So one of the things that's gonna take place is that once you say your truth, the person's gonna feel like you have an authentic relationship and y'all building together. Okay, so then this last one says moonlight. It says embrace uncertainty. So I think that you may be feeling a little embarrassed about how you did that, or maybe take that step back because you know it's something that's going on with you, and you may feel like the person is not gonna understand it, or that you're insecure or things like that. That's not the case. The person is confused because you're not saying what's going on. So take that day, like I said, and really get some clarity on what it was happening. So even if you have to go to a person and be like, I was talking about somebody being an alcoholic this week that passed, and I was saying how my dad was alcoholic, and it triggers me when I see that person in that state, because I'm watching their family in horror, and at the same time I understand because I went through that. So that can be, it could be something as simple as that the person says something or did something and it just triggered you so bad, but the person doesn't know that, right? So you took a step back because you kind of went into defense mode, or protecting yourself and everything like that. But they're not the same person. I want to say that again, they are not the same person. This person is not out to hurt you, but the person needs to understand what's going on. So make it clear, take the time, and I'm saying take the day because I think that you already know what it was, but to have that clarity and how to articulate what it is that you want to say. And I think that it's going to surprise you how the person is going to react to what you say to them, and it's going to make you feel very good. This person is knows that they need to earn trust. They're not a person who comes into a relationship not knowing that they need to earn trust. They actually work from that perspective. So have the conversation, process the feelings. Knowledge is key, and I think, like I said, I feel like this is about school, but the rest is about a relationship. But even if this is about the relationship, it's the knowledge of yourself, the knowledge of what's going on with you. So I love that for you. I love the fact that you have a person that you could be open with. It's just now make the choice to be open, because nobody again can read your mind, but some can, So thank you for tuning into the Moonfire Lounge, where your spirit meets its flame.